Alright, so we've had DIY Dyson here and we've made a few little modifications. So I'm here with Aaron and we're on the hunt for the cheapest possible camera. So we've got ourselves a Nikon A10. Doesn't even have a lithium-ion battery, so we've got to chuck double A's in it. Yeah, we're fine, thank you. All right, we're good, we're set, on the road.
Wait for the night. Stand here a while, take a little time.
I've got a $101 camera, Nikon Coolpix A10. 16 megapixels, so we're going to go inside, get set up for the day and go out and see if we can take some nice photos. So we've had DIY Dyson here and we've made a few little modifications. We've chucked a Nissi V5 filter holder on the front of it. So I guess the main reason why I wanted to make this video is that every day or so I get a comment on one of my social media platforms saying, wow, you must have a really good camera. And yes, I do have a really good camera, but that doesn't necessarily make the pictures any better. So I guess I wanted to find the cheapest possible camera I could. And go out and take some landscape photos. So we're on the road, we're heading toward Erskine Falls, a little waterfall about an hour out of Geelong, kind of behind Lorne. It's one of the more popular waterfalls in the area. Haven't been here for a while, so it'll be interesting to see what we can find with this $100 camera. The shot I've got here is in what they call firework mode, which seems to lock the camera off at f8 and then has a 4-second exposure no matter what. As for filters, I've got a 6-stop ND filter on and I've got a 3-stop hard grad filter on. So the grad's evening out the sky and the 6-stop is just evening out the exposure because it is always locked off at 4 seconds. I pretty much had no idea how this was going to go. I had every intention of trying as hard as I can to get a good photo, but the camera's kind of nearly outperforming how good I thought it was going to be in the first place. So I didn't think it was going to be any good, but I'm pretty impressed. I'm kind of a little bit blown away, actually. And I know what some people are thinking right now, that we've got some really expensive filters in front of the camera, but this is all a test about how good the camera itself can be and how you don't need a really expensive camera to get really good shots.
How long do I have to stay? Closing my eyes when you come my way. All these secrets we swept away. So easy to remember, but too hard to.
We've just arrived at Erskine Falls, pretty big single drop waterfall. So I'm gonna grab out this $100 camera and see if we can get some nice photos here. come to Erskine Falls before, it's a little bit of a stair climb out. Good fun.
I would have remembered if it came my way. So is this just a tryout in a transcendent hideout? All love is here to stay. Just a spark and we're off the ground.
So we're here at Lawn Beach and I just want to take you through how I'm setting up this shot. So this is a cheaper kind of camera, but I'm setting it up exactly the same way as if I was setting up with my 5D. So I always like to lead my subject in from the left and try to go out on the right. So I've got these lines coming into the shot on the left hand side, and then I like to think the pier would lead me out on the right. Then all I'm waiting for is the waves to come up at the right time to create a bit of motion in the middle of the frame. I am a bit limited with this camera because I can only shoot at f8 and for 4 seconds, so I would like a shorter shutter speed if possible, but for this shot 4 seconds is just going to have to do me. So it doesn't matter whether you're shooting with a cheap camera, an expensive camera, or even your phone, you're going to set up the shot in the exact same way. And I think that's the main reason why it doesn't matter how expensive your camera is to get a really good shot. We're at the Point Split Lighthouse. For those playing along at home, it's the Around the Twist Lighthouse, which is kind of cool. Hopefully the weather plays nice with us.
No, it's not easy and it's hard to say. So is this just a crowd? And if we weren't worn out, all of is here to stay.
So hopefully that proves the point that you don't need a really expensive camera to get a really nice shot. I think the two main things you need to focus on are exposure, so exposing the image correctly within the scene, and composition, so using compositional techniques such as rule of thirds, leading lines, and symmetry. So they're the three main compositional techniques I use every day to shoot photos. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe below, and until next time, I'll catch you later.